I just had this thought because I don't know. I was watching the Freaknik documentary, and I was watching it, and I was just thinking. Again, this is how my thoughts roll. I was just thinking about how some things are not seen as okay, or some things are not like it's a black thing. Freaknik was a black thing. But I'm thinking about just in general, like culturally as people, not just black people, but as people, the whole thing of like embarrassment. Because they started talking about something in the movie about how, well, the documentary about like them getting backlash because it started getting crazy. Like on some real stuff, Freaknik got a little crazy. But it just triggered the thought of the whole respectability thing, and I realized all that stems from embarrassment. You know what I mean? And the whole thing of being penalized for things that other people do, because there's the respectability politics of it all. And just thinking about that. But also it just made me think about when you grow up and when you getting your behind whooped or whatever. And a lot of times the reason that you're getting penalized is because your parents feel that embarrassment. So they project that onto you. So you have to, so it makes you like experience a trauma, technically some kind of trauma you're experiencing because your parents feel embarrassed and they're worried about what other people think. It was just a thought I had. I don't know. I find it to be fascinating how we act in a moment of embarrassment and not realizing that we're causing harm to other people because of that. Just because of like our thoughts. Just because of our perception of what we think others think of us. And it shows up in so many ways, but I feel like specifically being a black person and in the black community, we experience a lot of that kind of embarrassment and that secondhand embarrassment based on just trying to make sure that we look a certain way. And some people don't care. They're like, F all that. I don't care about looking respectable to people because what they got to do with me, that type of stuff. But it's just so fascinating, like how literally the way we act as individuals affects people in such ways that we don't even realize it, just because we're projecting those thoughts and those feelings, and those feelings are so strong that they enforce our actions. Just thought